Okay, so if you've never been here before, this is the Do Nothing Project. This is our hey Olivia, nice to see you. This is our regular weekly community hangout and meditation for depending on your time zone, either Sunday night or it could be Monday morning if you're on the other side of the world. Lots of people watch it later to make it work with their schedules. So who knows when it is, but when you'll be actually seeing it. But we do it every week, and now they all get um, archived on the Substack as well as I think in YouTube still too. So you can always watch it later. And what else do you know about it? Yeah, the DNP, the Do Nothing Project, is the weekly one, and then I do a monthly one for paid subscribers called Home Base Hangout, which is more kind of focused on. It's over Zoom, so we can see each other. It's more trying a little bit more focused on uh, practice and getting feedback around practice and sharing about how it's going in that sense. And whereas this, and sometimes I try to answer a question if there's something around your practice that you at the beginning or the end, if I see it, it goes by fast is the thing. Try to answer it, but really this is more a place to uh, uh, um, connect in community to what the logic is, the logic of this very, very simple practice that we do, which in strange and interesting ways can support us through the week. What we practice here once a week, even for as short as 25 minutes, it's almost like you're giving your nervous system this reminder, this taste of sanity to a degree. It's all relative, right? And that hopefully becomes easier to find through the week. I find what supports me best in my practice is not just a weekly sit. It's best for me if I can do it every day or every other day. But I just get into times when it's just not as possible with the busyness of young kids and everything. So I always appreciate this one. And even though I guide it very lightly, I'm doing the meditation, and I kind of try to my own based on what's happening. My own experience is often where the guidance comes from. It's like, oh yeah, I'm getting stuck this way, so that's going to happen, and so. That's it. So if you just randomly discover me through YouTube, prepare yourself for what might be the single most boring audio visual experience or through Substack and Substack history. Although each week we try to outdo each other in the low bar of nothing much happening. As always with the Do Nothing Project, you can make it your own. You may have your own practice that you like to do. It may be more about uh, stretching or lying down or very slowly, I don't know, crocheting or darning mothball holes or moth holes or chores or whatever it is. But even the intention to be more present for that, to kind of let the guidance filter in, can still end up being a really, yeah, I find it could be a helpful practice. Um, so yeah, that's what we're doing, and happy you're here. So I think I'm gonna jump right into it. I feel like doing something very simple tonight. Had kind of a hard family day today, just like intensity and conflict with the kids, and I'm just like frazzled. So I need to um, ground down. So I'm gonna guide something pretty simple, and it'll be 25 minutes. So I'm gonna get started. 5:07 my time here on the west coast of Canada. So we'll go through to 5:32 my time. And I'll see you on the other side. All right. 25 minutes of not much happening whatsoever. I always start with a few slow, deliberate breaths. Remind myself that I have a body. Begin to bring attention away from the kind of self-conscious gyrosphere up here down into the slower life of the body. Everything is slower in the body. The mind is no buffer, right? It's just it's happening in a void. It can shoot in all directions very quickly at presumably at the speed of light or whatever the speed of nerd transmission is. The body's much slower. We want that slow body to kind of begin to ground us. The base of the meditation pyramid is relaxation. This idea that we first sort of just have a light intention to let go of anywhere in the body where there may be an obvious place you're holding tension. So softening through the forehead, through the cheeks and the jaw. Sometimes I imagine I'm like pouring warm oil or something at the top of my head. It's like my attention is slowly drizzling, drifting down the face to the throat, opening the throat, down to the shoulders, relaxing the shoulders a little bit, maybe lifting them up and then dropping them. And you can do this whether you're lying down or sitting. Hands are loosen on your knees or your lap. Make any final adjustments you want to make your posture. Yeah, tension kind of dropping in to the body, the sensation of the breath, the belly, the warmth in the hands. Whatever's going to help settle you. Now, for some of us, that means just listening to a simple sound, the sound of a vent, or in my case, there's rain against the windows here. The idea is to build a bit of stability, to just choose one thing out of all the different things you could pay attention to. And the way you choose it's kind of important. You're not choosing it begrudgingly or with low expectations. In a way, you could say you're choosing this thing because you're kind of curious about how it's going to show itself, the sensation of the breath or the sound or an inner sound or a visual if you're looking at something. So there's this kind of a respectful being with something and experience, and that can help us start to be satisfied by this thing, or at least find something about the neutrality of it kind of bracing or simplifying. How patient can you be here at the beginning? I'm unhurried. Sometimes we find ourselves waiting for the meditation to start, but it's just the kind of momentum of the self consciousness or whatever the thinking agenda was before it began. It's not a problem. Just remind yourself, oh, yeah, not in any rush. I'm actually here for this right now. Dropping vertically down. Thin slicing the moment right here. Yeah. And if you're a little newer to meditation, sometimes we kind of like make a thing out of it. I think it's gotta be a certain way. We gotta really strain to meditate. And that's you. We feel like to kind of back off from all that because really it's just, You already know how to sit and just be. Like, you just got a break here. This time of the day, there's nowhere else you need to be or want to be. And you can just kind of rest here and let it be natural. And if there's lots of busy thinking and discomfort, it's just what's happening happens. Kind of lean back and let it unspool. What really matters is this intention to be a little bit more present and good natured about the imperfection of it all, beautiful imperfection of it all. You just let it be simple and easy. Can you find something kind of satisfying about whatever you're paying attention to, or the fact that you're not doing anything at all? It's this opportunity to take a break. Sometimes it can help to get a bit absorbed, like get curious about the soft part of a sound or a sensation or the quietest part of a sound, like kind of getting into the kind of space or the silence or the stillness and kind of start to notice those things. And that can help, slow things down even more. Just something to play with. All right. So for the last few minutes, if you like, do a some kind of nurture positive, nurturing positivity practice, whether it's a compassion practice or a kindness practice, a appreciation piece, a gratitude piece. Different people have kind of different preferences here. It could be as simple as just thinking about people and animals and places and things you appreciate. I really like I like kind of a reasonless gratitude practice where I just kind of quietly and respectfully say inside my head, "Thank you," and then I just kind of sit there because I don't really know what I'm thanking. I'm not waiting for anything special. And I'll repeat it again. And at a certain point, I realize there is something that I want to thank someone. I find the more sincere I am when I say thank you, the more kind of better it feels. More like yeah, even like gets like sacred kind of vibes. Try it if you like. Sometimes it's like you're just thanking life, and it might be the weirdest timing to do it because it could be really hard right now. But you do it anyway. You know, what might it feel like to actually be sincere and not thanks when that comes up? Yeah, friends. Thank you. Thank you for your practice. Good to be with you today. Nice, Ruth. Old school. Hmm. I'm curious when I hit mute, because sometimes like I mute if I'm gonna like drink something from my tea. I don't want you to hear me glugging away. I get like a ding. Does that happen for you too? You hear? Is it actually distracting, or does this sound like nothing? Nice. Your son meditated with you. I love that. Cool, Courtney. Bertha, how are you? Amy, Van, Julie. No ding. Okay, good to know. Because that would be crappy functionality. What do we know? Hi, Jeff. Thank you for the few minutes I joined. Nice. Sometimes a few minutes all we need. All right. So next week, I am going to let's see. Hey, a couple questions. How long am I staying in Vancouver? How living on the West Coast is doing for? We love it. We moved out here in September. Just we rent a place in Toronto, so we subletted that, and then we're subletting a place here just for the winter. And we're on Bowen Island. It's like very, it's like you're in total neat trees all around. We love it. The boys love it. It's super chill. I miss our friends and community back home, and but it's good for now. So we're not sure. At least we might stay another year. Actually, we've been kind of thinking because you can go into the city, you can go into Vancouver and do fun stuff, but you're far away. You're like a ferry ride away from there, so it just feels like you're in another world. And the trees are just, I mean, they're just, they're like antidepressants hanging around them. They're so big. Uh, yeah. Anyways, next week I'll be sure. Come on over, Susan. So next week we're actually going to go to, the one thing is it's dark and wet. There's like no sun ever. From like, there's been like 2 days of sun since, I don't know, October or something. But you get used to it because it's so green and lush and beautiful. And people are really nice too. So I think we're gonna do a little family trip to visit my wife's mother in Mexico for a week. So the next Do Nothing project next Sunday, I think I'm going to be in like Cabo San Lucas. So I'll probably be red faced. Anyway, yeah, highly recommend people come explore this uh, West Coast if you don't know it. All right, friends, I'll see you later. Have a great week. Very tough assignment, Mitch. I'll see you soon. Bye.